Today I'm going to teach you about 16th notes and play some rhythms that use 16th notes. This is what a 16th note looks like. It's almost exactly like a quarter note, except it's got two flags hanging off the side. Now if you remember the 8th note only had one flag, but a 16th note has two. We don't normally see them like that though. Normally they are grouped together on the beat and beamed together with two beams like that. When you see them like this, you count the number for the first one. For the second one, you say E. The third one, you say and the last one, you say So if this was on the first beat, you'd say 1 E and For the third beat, you would say 3 E and So any beat you're on, you're going to say the number, E, and So if you had a whole measure full of 16th notes, you'd say 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and just like that. Now they're also not only going to look like this. You can have 16th notes grouped with 8th notes. When you have the 8th note first and the 16th note second, what you're going to do is you're going to count this as 1 and So when we have it, if we had a whole measure, we'd say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. Now those can also be backwards, where the 16th notes come first and the 8th note comes second. If you see one where the 16th notes come first and the 8th note comes second, you say 1 E and. So if you had a whole measure full of these, you'd say 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Now they can also be grouped with 8th rests. If you have 16th notes grouped with 8th rest, you just don't say whatever the 8th rest is on. So for this one, we'd leave off the number, and we would say and. So if you have a whole measure of these, you're going to leave off the numbers and just say and after where the number would be. So we'd say and. It's more fun if you play it like this. 1, 2, here I go. I kind of like that one. Alright, here is an example that uses 16th notes. If I count this one, I'm going to say 1, 2, and 3 E and 4, because that's what it says. 1, 2, and 3 E and 4. I'm going to count off. I want you to do it with me 4 times in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3 E and 4. 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 When you play it, it will sound like this. I'm going to count off just so you know what it is. 1, 2, here I go. If you want to hear the beats better, I can play them on different drums and that'll separate them a little bit. It would sound like this. 1, 2, here I go.